Hello and welcome to Petrit Lush. Today we have the Mercedes E53 4MATIC Plus, and we will talk about the exterior, the interior, and of course the infotainment system. So let's go. So as you might know, the E53 is now the new 43, but it's closer to the 63 in more than just numbers. It goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in only 4.4 seconds, and for the convertible and the sedan it's about 4.5 seconds. So the E53 is the replacement for the E43. And if you're one of the owners of the E43, well, then it's some kind of a collector's items, sort of. There was a time when 55 meant for Mercedes that it has a 5.5 liter engine, and that is 6.3 meant it had a almost 6.3 liter engine. This one only has a 3 liter engine because the names don't mean anything anymore. So what exactly is the Mercedes E53? Well, the full name is the Mercedes AMG E53 4MATIC Plus, and it comes either in a sedan, a coupe like we have here, or as a convertible. Much like with the E43, it offers a AMG badge and AMG performance without going all the way to the top. It's rather clever really, because the other German brands haven't really been able to use their full performance badge on any other car than their top performance car. So for example, we have the BMW M5. Well, something that comes a little bit close to the BMW M5 is the BMW M550i, but as we know, it's not a real M. And when we look, for example, at Audi with the RS6 and the RS7, they simply drop the R and they have an Audi S6 and the X7. For Mercedes, this is really a AMG car. And of course, no one is going to think that this is a poor man's Mercedes AMG, because it's not. It's actually a very expensive car. So let's talk about this beautiful engine, because it's actually an engineering masterpiece. It has a 3-liter 6-cylinder twin turbocharged engine with one traditionally exhaust driven turbocharger and one electric one, which is aided by a mild electric hybrid system that delivers a heap of torque independently to the internal combustion engine. So the 3-liter engine is good for about 320 kilowatts of power and about 520 newton meters of torque. But add in the 16 kilowatts and 250 newton meters of torque coming from the 48 volt electric engine, and it makes for a compelling power package. Of course, you can't add those two numbers up for measurement's sake, but as you can see here, this one is the coupe. And as I told you before, we have the coupe, the sedan and the convertible. The coupe we have here is the lightest of them all. It weighs about 1,895 kilograms without me sitting inside of it. It goes from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in only 4.4 seconds. The sedan weighs a little bit more, and the convertible, of course, weighs the most. The convertible weighs about 1,980 kilograms and the sedan weighs about 1,945 kilograms. So the coupe goes from 0 to 100 in 4.4, and the sedan and the convertible go from 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds, so it doesn't make a huge difference. So all that speed is partly due to the 4MATIC system coupled to the newly updated 9-speed transmission, but of course mainly because of the lag-free experience you get from the turbocharger, which means it is lag-free without all the noise. So let's talk about the front. This car is easily distinguishable from the previous E43. Mainly because, for example, from the front, it's a lot more aggressive. Simply look at these beautiful bumpers and air intakes that it has at the front. Here you can see that the Mercedes star is completely blacked out. This is because, of course, it has the Distronic Plus system. Here you can see the two lines indicating that it's an AMG. Of course, it has the new Mercedes-Benz LED light system, which I will show you in a little bit. And now let's go and have a look at the side. Personally, I love the coupe look on the E53, and it's a shame that the E63 doesn't have a coupe variant. And simply from looks alone, I don't think it looks any less aggressive than a real E63 sedan. And in my opinion, the coupe line actually makes it look a lot more sporty. Here at the front, we can see Turbo 4MATIC Plus, and of course you can see the 19-inch rims this car has. They are double spoked, as you can see, 20-inch double spoke wheels, and like I said, it doesn't have red brake calipers, but it does say AMG. Beautifully done with this glossy black look on it. On the back, I'm not sure if you can actually see it on the video, but it has a nice looking small spoiler that really fits this look. And over here, this car really looks very wide and broad. This also adds, of course, to the sportiness and aggressiveness of the car. So I will try to give you a closer look. Let's first start with the hood of the car, because it has some serious, aggressive, muscular lines at the top. I hope you're able to see it here, but it has one line going over here and two here in the middle, like you have a little bump over here, and of course on the other side is one line as well. Now, these wheel arches are pretty wide, but the main thing I wanted to show you was not simply this beautiful black side mirror, but over here, like from this point on, the car looks like it gets a lot wider and wider and wider. This gives a very sporty impression, but actually I don't think it's a car getting wider. As you can see, it's straight from here, but the back seats are getting slimmer, which does give a very nice and sporty look. And as you can see at the bottom, it has kind of a nick to it. Now, before we go and sit inside the car and listen to the sound, let's go and have a look at the back, because personally, I think the back looks the most aggressive. So the back looks absolutely gorgeous, especially with this quad exhaust system in the back in the diffuser. And I especially like the round look of the exhaust. Also, these very slim tail lights at the back go all the way around the car. So now let's see what they look like when they illuminate. So here I have the key, and as you can see, it's different than what we're used to. You have this small thing here at the bottom, and no, it's not a bottle cap opener, so I wouldn't use it as that, but it's actually the key for when you run out of batteries, as you can see here. Now, let's take a look at the lights. Now let's move over to this side, because let's see what we have here. It says E53, indicating that it's the E53. A nice little spoiler here at the back, nothing overly done. And like I said, the beautiful quad exhaust, and this neat little feature over here, making it look extremely sporty. On the other side, of course, it says AMG, indicating that it's the AMG. And to open up the trunk, all you have to do is press the Mercedes logo over there. So now, before we go and have a look at the interior, let's listen to the sound. Let's go. interior of the E53, and I'm actually very impressed with how this interior looks. Simply look at this beautiful new sport AMG steering wheel with the Alcantara leather and the normal leather. It has a flat bottom over here, AMG engraved on the flat part, beautifully new designed buttons on the right and the left, and on here on the left side you have the buttons for the Distronic Plus. It used to be behind, but as you can see now it's very simply accessible on the steering wheel itself. Apart from that, it has a beautifully made red line here at the top indicating the middle. Now, something that probably really stands out is of course this huge iPad screen, as you might call it. Well, actually it seems like the gauge and the center console over here are actually one big screen, but of course when I simply start it, you can see that there's a difference between the two. The nice part about it being completely digital is that you can completely customize the gauge in front of you, and as you can see right now it's set on the sportive, but you can also set it on classic or whatever you want. The navigation, of course a huge screen and very nicely made with the 3D models over here and of course the bridge over there. And here you can see the beautiful ambient lighting that this car has. Maybe if I can turn off this light you can see it a little bit better. So let's go and change it. All we have to do is go to the vehicle settings. Let's go and set it on green. Personally I really like the green color. You can also set it of course on orange, white. I'm not a big fan of the white, and of course purple, pinkish, red. Oh, this is red over here. Now we have the red color. Okay, so as you can see, you can also set it on pink, but of course it's a manly car, so let's simply go for the red for now, or the blue. So let's go on with the red color. Something else which looks beautiful on this car, and let me turn on the light so you might be able to see it better, is that over the entire center console and the parts in the middle and at the left and the right, there's carbon fiber, and it's very glossy looking. It looks simply beautiful, not only sporty but also very luxurious. Of course at the side we have the Burmeister surround sound system, allowing you to have very nice music when you're driving on the highway. The seats, they are of course sport seats. You can change them in probably like 17 positions. I'm not sure about that, but you can change basically everything about these chairs, and you can also set the memory. It also seems to have heated seats, and this one doesn't have the cooled seat option, but of course you can get that optionally as well. Now let's talk about these seats. These seats, they look simply beautiful. Same as with the exterior, it's a contrast between the black and the white, and this one seems to have like red orange stitching done not only on the chairs but also here in the middle, and double stitching on the sides. Even the steering wheel has that color stitching stitched on the inside. Let's go and take a look at the back seat, because of course, do we have enough space in the back seat? So let's go and take a look. So how exactly do you get in the back seats? First of all, you have a handle here at the back, which you simply pull forward, and as you can see, the chair moves by itself. So let's go in. So here you can see that handle that I was talking about. The seat is in my driving position, so we will know for sure that if we have enough space in the back or not. So let's go in. Okay, it's comfortable, I can tell you that, but we still have to move the seat back again. So put it back, and now it does everything itself. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can actually. These are my knees. Sorry, I'm wearing black jeans, and I seem to have enough space with my knees. My head is slightly touching the roof, but since I have so much space, I can simply lean forward a bit, and I'm still very comfortable, to be honest. And of course, sporty looking seats with the white as well. Some nice cup holders over here. Some nicely looking turbo vents. And as you can see at my feet, I have some ambient lighting in the red color. Here above us, you can see the panoramic roof, which is closed right now. And a beautiful look at the interior design. So finally, let's go and have a look at the trunk to see if we have enough space. For example, if we go on holidays. Because of course it's a coupe, it might have a little bit less space, but let's go find out. So finally, let's take a look at the trunk space and see if we have enough space. We do. So let me give you guys a closer look. So as you can see, it's a very deep trunk, and you even have some extra storage space. When you open up this handle to reveal some extra space down here. Basically, very nice storage space. So press this button to close the trunk. So that was the video for today. I hope you guys liked it. This was the AMG E53, and if you guys liked the video, please subscribe. Stay tuned for future videos. Bye bye. Oh, and if any of you guys like sports and go to the gym, I have opened a small side business to selling gym wear, so go and have a look on the website below. Bye bye.